Hey everybody, Radically Moderate back once again. Today, I am calling out lack of entertainment V here for being in favor of censorship. Let's watch this video and react.
I still haven't figured out if it's SS Sniper Wolf or just Sniper Wolf. My headcanon is that it's Schutzstaffel Sniper Wolf because she made the account back when it was more edgy. The internet was more exciting, more fresh, more vibrant. People could get away with a lot more jokes. Nowadays, everyone is very serious. It's like the mother is watching. And in this case, mother is YouTube. And YouTube apparently has terms of service. Many of us have to abide by them. Like,
So what I think V is frustrated with, YouTube unfairly applying its terms of service. We'll keep watching him, but I think his general gist is, YouTube will punish him if he shows someone's Instagram or Twitter handle on his YouTube videos. He often censors those. He doesn't have to. He does so for fear of the YouTube terms of service. Probably because there's people reporting on his videos or something. Now, he's going to say, because of what S Sniper Wolf did here, she should be punished too. Wrong take, man. Wrong take. Just because the policies are unfairly applied doesn't mean everyone should be punished. It sucks you're punished. It doesn't mean you should drag her down too. Ideally, what you should be advocating for is changing the doxing policies to legal speech only. That is what you should be mad at. Instead of trying to weaponize YouTube against someone and take away their income source. What is wrong with you?
for example, when I read things from the Twitter and I want to present to you the madness that takes place on that platform, in order for us to be able to criticize people on the internet in a public space, I have to actually censor their names. Because YouTube has a policy against doxing, which is in a gray area. It's left up to interpretation. Like if I, for example, show you a post of Dr. Fauci from Twitter, is that doxing or not? Because it could be interpreted that me criticizing him would encourage you guys in a manner that I can't encourage you to give super chats, to sign up as channel member, or to thumbs up. I can't do that shit. But if I show you someone on Twitter, it can be interpreted that I'm encouraging you to go to his account, which I don't. But, right, it's up to the YouTube moderator. So the policy on doxing is very vague.
Yes, it is vague. All of YouTube's. As someone who makes YouTube content and tries to abide by their vague policies and still finds myself, I feel your frustration, my friend.
But even in the most charitable interpretation, going to someone's house when you
is not doxing. Going to someone's house is not doxing them.
You as a content creator have tens of millions of followers.
The number of followers has no relation to whether the action is doxing or not. That's stupid. Shame on you. Come on. Use better logic than that.
Is because
if a person with 1 subscriber live streamed a beheading, it's still against TOS. It's still a crime. I don't know if it's crime. Actually, I'd say most snuff films are not crime. Free speech in the United States is pretty awesome. I guess the platform could take it down for being against explicit graphic. I don't know. I would be for it being allowed on the platform personally. So I'm not going to advocate for anything being taken down ever because I'm that free speech.
Consider the violation of that. Especially in the age of swatting, in the age of parasocial, is this what I call it?
No. Posting a picture of somebody's house doesn't mean they're going to get swatted. How many times has it actually happened? I know swatting happens. I'm talking about posting a picture of a house. The address wasn't even visible. Oh, that means they could reverse geo-search it. That's doing more work than what Jack Films did himself when he self-doxed by posting his home address to his Jack Films LLC. I didn't do that. Jack Films did that.
Parasocial relationships that certain community creators foster, it's not okay to go to someone's house.
Yes, it is. We used to do that all the time. You know, you can drive by your friend's house. You can drive by someone you don't like's house in high school. You can drive by someone's house and take a picture of it. Post it online. You know, in Hollywood, they have tours where you literally are given they drive by famous people's houses. And I bet you some of the people on the tour bus hate those actors. You can even go outside Hollywood actors' houses with a sign and say, "I hate Jack Black." You're allowed to do that. It's free speech. It's a scary thing.
However, for a long while, YouTube refused to take action, and they got community guideline notes to oblivion. Readers kept adding context over context over context. And as you can see at the time of this tweet, SS Sniper Wolf channel.
He's laughing at the thought of someone losing money. What have you become, V? Cancel culture much? Oh, I'll agree with you. What she did was not cool. I wouldn't do it. Immature, childish. It is illegal. Yes. If it's legal, you shouldn't be trying to take away someone's money.
Is not demonetized. Only her most recent video is using plugins. You can see this for yourself. So, big yikes. Big yikes. Here's my take on the issue. Why is it that her channel isn't demonetized and other people like Count Dankula is? It's because it matters. See, like most people, when they look at our world, they see democracy, they see capitalismus, they see liberty and freedom. We need to preserve our democracy, sacred, important. I look at the world and I still see the medieval time. And ironically, like you have the aristocrats, you have the nobility, and you have the peasantry. The peasantry is dumb, uneducated. They need to be kept dumb and uneducated. And then you have the nobility, the actual people that matter. Now, in the case of YouTube, it depends who's complaining about the content creator. Like, if you have a noble complaining, which in this situation can be another corporation, like Vice Magazine, BuzzFeed, respectable outlets.
Sarah, V, you realize you find yourself on the same side as BuzzFeed, Vice, and the mainstream media? Maybe you should check your stance. God.
NGOs, like for example the ADL, if these people are complaining, then YouTube does need to take action. If it's the peasants, depends how many. In the case of SS Sniper Wolf, there were quite a few, and as you can see, community notes. Let's do something, but
okay, I don't know. Maybe I'll take the part back. But and actually, I have seen some mainstream articles talking about this. Maybe they're just trying to recap the situation.
Not too much. Slap on the wrist, and there you go. Right. So that's the reason that I think YouTube has been reluctant, which is really ridiculous when you think about it, because
what's really ridiculous is you being kind of happy that she's getting demonetized. You're just dragging down successful content people. Oh, she doesn't give people credit for her videos. Okay, then those people can try to go after her for that. We don't have to demonetize her whole channel.
Again, if they applied the rules like they want,
equally,
they applied the rules. What do the rules?
Well, really, what you're really complaining about is the vagueness is unfairly applied against dissident right-wing figures. And I feel for you. But that doesn't mean we should start censoring regular people and trying to tell YouTube to more strongly enforce their terms of service. The correct position is YouTube needs to change their terms of service.
The rules say that if you make a violation,
the rules. You're a real rules lawyer right now, man. F the rules. Be pro free speech. You're better than this.
dox someone. Theoretically, you're supposed to get a community guideline strike. What does that mean? Well, if it's your first, and this is what it would have been with SS Sniper, what would have been her first, you get a warning on your channel. Like, that's it. You're not even getting a strike one. It's just a warning.
Okay, so what?
Basically, like, don't do it again. And not only that, but you can also take right now, like they improved the system, and you can take a training course where they basically tell you, look, what you did is bad. Do you understand it now? And they ask you a couple of questions. And if you manage to successfully complete the training course, within 90 days, that warning is removed from your channel. I mean, come the fuck on. Like that is beyond reasonable. And that, by the way, is something that I think Sniper Wolf herself would have preferred. Because a channel of her size getting demonetized, she's probably losing tens of thousands. Even if it's like recent videos and whatnot. Like, usually it's the recent videos that make money to begin with. Very rarely do people go and watch previous videos. So, like, I'm willing to bet that if you talk with her, like, she herself would have said yes, like, that punishment, like, having the rules applied that everyone else abides by, like, having them applied to me, would have alleviated much of this nonsense. Because now you have people digging in through her past, they're finding out videos where she was encouraging underage minors to twerk for her in exchange for flashing, and those were on YouTube. But again, it was like from a time period where the internet was more exciting, it was more vibrant, it was more progressive and open-minded.
Yes.
Unlike
it was more fun. And V wants to stay in the stifled, nun-like internet now.
Conservative and backwards internet we have today. All jokes aside, though, people were like trying to go through in order to see if YouTube actually applied the rules in her case. And I have seen like channels getting zooked for videos that happened 5 or 6 years ago, something that I find to be unreasonable.
Yeah, that's happened to me before. I'm someone who actually, I had a different channel with 1,000 subs, and I had a nice active fan base, and I got nuked for an old video that I was just reporting on the news of what other people were doing, and they accused me of using hate speech. But what can you do?
Changed to the point where 6 years ago you may not have even been in a violation, but now due to the recent changes in TOS, they consider what you did then to be unacceptable, and it's stuff like that, basically. So all in all, some people are still not pleased with the punishment that she got, and some other people are claiming that the punishment didn't happen at all. So I don't know what to say, but
she shouldn't have been punished at all. You guys need to stop simping for YouTube's rules.
Apparently she violated another thing, right?
Take
like
the free speech stance.
Another rule, which is the most ridiculous of it all, and that is that, as you can see here, if the actions put other people's risk or harm in our community, right? So basically what it means that even if you may not violate any of the current TOS, so like let's say doxing, right? You don't do that. You do something else. But YouTube considers that it's a scandal, they can still punish you. And there have been cases where people that literally didn't...
Yeah, YouTube can demonetize you for any reason or no reason. That's not right. We should maybe pass a law against that type of stuff. You know, a Content Creator Online Digital Rights Protection Act, or something like that. They can't demonetize you without a court order or some type of legal finding. None of this, you make us look bad, or you're saying really awful things. That's not the right stance. Technically, this is the same logic judges are using on Trump right now, when they want to silence him, stop him from criticizing his political opponents, because they could cause real world harm. Oh, King Richard, won't someone do something about this priest? It's really, really sad.
Do any violation because they appeared in the mainstream media. The perfect example is Russell Brand, right? So like Russell Brand, he's not convicted of anything. He didn't break any YouTube TOS. He didn't do anything, as far as I know, right? Like, he just got accused. And because he got accused, he got his entire channel demonetized. And unlike
and that's not right.
Says Sniper Wolf, in his case, it's not temporary, right? So, like, let's assume that Russell Brand would go to court, and let's assume that he would be found not guilty of what he is being accused. He would still be demonetized, right? So, again, this is what's happening. It's like, who is complaining? Is it the peasantry or the nobility? And who is the complaint levied against? Is it a peasant or a upper class merchant?
Again,
It's an upper
this
class.
is not. This is a L take. You're saying YouTube's rules are unfairly applied based on who's complaining. When the peasantry complains, rarely does anything happen. But when the nobility complain, like on Russell Brand, he gets demonetized. That wasn't right. What happened to Russell Brand? It's not what happened to Sniper Wolf isn't right either. Stop it. Stop it. You can be better than this, V. I seriously feel like I'm just yelling into the abyss here. We got Razor Fist, we got Arch, and we got UV. I'm gonna pull my hair out if Sargon comes out in favor of censoring Sniper Wolf next. What is wrong with you guys? Jeez. Oh, she doesn't credit people. Then those people can do something. Oh, it was really childish and immature. Yeah, I agree. But we still don't demonetize people for being childish or immature. She was trying to cause real world harm. No, that doesn't happen. Free speech doesn't cause real world harm. If she actually committed a explicit call to violence, which you can charge someone for, then yeah, but that didn't happen. So stop imagining things. You guys sound like the lefties used to debate and rally a fight against 5-10 years ago. What happened? Speech will cause harm. Jeez.
Merchant, then they get a little bit more protection. Let me know what you guys think, and as usual,
I think you're completely wrong. Lack of entertainment. V, I think you can do better than this, V. Debate me. Talk to me live. Anytime. Oh yeah, my bona fides. I have been doxxed before. Way worse than what happened to Jack Films. By people who I probably say wanted harm to me, actually. Yeah, Antifa doxed me, V. Accusing me of being a fascist. They posted my work, my address, my phone number, all my emails. I had people calling my work, ended up getting me fired. That's real doxing. Loss of income, damage to me by this. What happened to Jack Films is he made $50,000 off of that video pretending to be a victim after he self-doxed by making his YouTube channel registered to his home address, his LLC. I didn't do that. I paid $300 for a registered agent to try to hide my address, but I was still doxed through other means. All right. Leave a comment down below if you disagree with me, if you think I'm right. Share this video to try to spread the word that these right-wing content creators are completely in the anti-free speech side of this issue. It's almost like what they're doing is almost like I don't want to be. I wish I had another way of explaining this, but it's almost like fascist-like. Like instead of taking the libertarian anti-rule stance, we want the rules enforced on everybody equally. It's like, no, the rules are evil. Stop trying to enforce the rules. Fight against them. I don't know. Bye.